Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how to embed your Google Maps listing on your website. Let's get started. Go ahead and Google your business name. As I have done here, we're 4 or 5 ads, but because we have multiple office locations, I've added the city to get the office in that city. Once you do, you're going to get something here as you see on the screen that shows on the right column your business listing. Once you see it, you should see a map here on the top right or on the right column if your business doesn't have an outside photo. Go ahead and click on that. Once you've clicked on that, click on Share. And the option under Embed a Map, go ahead and click on Copy HTML. This is the HTML that you're going to be copying on your website. So I clicked on Copy. And now I'm going to go to the website. Now we have WordPress. So I've logged into WordPress and I've clicked on Pages. And this is similar to most websites where you just copy the HTML that you have on Google Maps and paste it on your CMS. It's similar for most websites, but I want to be going to detail on how it looks like on WordPress. So in WordPress, go ahead and click Text, not visual. Make sure you're in text. Go ahead and paste the code that you copied, the iframe code. So I pasted it here. I've labeled my page, Google Map page, as a test, and click on Preview to see how it's going to look like. And it's loading. And there you go. You just added the Google Maps code on your website, and now this reflects what's on Google on your website. Now I want to show you how to customize the frame of that code so that you can customize it for your website. So to customize the code to fit your specific website, we understand that maybe just throwing it on there might not look as nice and you want to customize it. I'm going to show you how to in these 2 simple steps. Okay, so once you're back on the code that you copied from Google Maps onto your website, if you look closely where it says width and height, if you want the width, that's everything going from the left to the right, to be of full size of your website's width, you go ahead and enter 100%. This is telling the iframe that you want it from the one corner to the other. It's 100% width of your website. The height is dependent on how much height you really want it to be. And this might take some back and forth. So I'm going to leave it as 500 and I'm going to show you a preview of what that does. So we have a map here on our website, and we understand that some websites have different criterias, so make sure you play around with it and make sure it fits well on your page of the website that you have. So now that you know how to add your Google My Business listing onto your website, we're going to be talking about how to optimize your Google My Business for local SEO. So let's get started on that part. So you have to go to Google My Business. Again, that's google.com/business. You can see it here. Once you log in with the email that's associated with your account, you should be able to see your pages. So this is the page that we're going to be optimizing today. And you want to make sure everything under the info tab, which is the 3rd one down on the left column, is filled in. So let it load here. This is the name of the business. This is the category the business is under. So make sure that you choose the category. We chose 3 categories that relate to our business, and they're all here. So make sure you have the category that relates to your business. Now, if let's say you're an attorney and you provide multiple services, you can put anything that relates to those services or the closest thing to it. If you're a business that has a physical location, your address should appear here. If you're a business that does not have a physical location where customers can visit, you want to add the service area. This is telling Google Maps not to show your address necessarily, but to show that you're in a city within a zip code and they're going to want you to come up for that area. Make sure your hours are there. If you have special hours like holiday hours, make sure they're there as well. These are just different hours for access or happy hours, like if you're a restaurant for pickup, things like that. So this doesn't relate to this business. Make sure your phone number is there. Make sure you have a custom tag. So ours is Online Marketing Los Angeles. Make sure your appointment link is there. This is different from your website link. Appointment link is a link on your website that customers go to contact you. In this case, it could be a page that has a contact form. Make sure that your products are filled in. In our case, it's not a product, it's a service. So we've added all the services here. As you can see, it's a long list. And due to COVID-19, Google My Business has added a section when it comes to health and safety. So we've added the appointment that's required, mask required, temperature checks required, staff wears masks, and all that is check marked on our page. And that actually does reflect on the front end of Google My Business. We've added a little description bio of the business, the start date of the business, and photos. For photos, specifically, there's by owner, by customer, 360, which I will get into, video content, interior, exterior, and so on. Now, the 360 portion, it has to be done either by Google, as you can see here, this is Google Maps, or by a licensed Google vendor who will provide you a 360 tour video. And we'll talk about more about Google 360 in a different video, but 360 is not an option where anyone can just add. Interior shots, as you can see, this is an office interior. Exterior shots, as you can see, this is outside. We got some at work and team photos, so make sure everything here is filled in. Try to throw in as much content as you can, and it will be in your benefit. Going back to the home, you'll be able to see some analytics. You can also respond to reviews. So if I click on reviews, you have the option to reply to all these reviews. So we have multiple reviews and you can simply click on reply. This reply is going to be seen on the front end. So if I click reply and I enter my response, the users that are searching for my business will be able to see what I have replied back to the customer. You also have the option to use Google My Business when you do other services with Google, such as Google Ads. Google Ads now links to Google My Business, where you can have your ad account appear with your Google My Business address. So essentially, you're taking up more real estate on the ad portion. So Google likes this because if you're utilizing Google My Business, they'll want you to use Google Ads because it's a Google product. And at the end of the day, Google makes money on their advertising and they want businesses to sign up for free with Google My Business, but at the same time utilize Google Ads. But now they do synchronize, so you can, if you are a business that advertises with Google Ads, use your Google My Business, link it together, have your address show within your ad campaigns, so you take up more real estate on search. So this is a helpful tip for anyone out there that's using Google Ads. All right, going back, make sure everything's filled in under info. You have some analytics with insights, any messages, photos. These are great. We tend to look at these often. Another thing is you can post. Now, posts are things that go within your account. If someone searches your business, they'll be able to see this on the front end. So you can add updates about COVID-19 because they've added that section recently, any offers and what's new, basically a lot of sales, or if you have an event. So this is a quick tutorial on the insides of Google My Business. If you have any questions about Google My Business, feel free to reach out to us. We hope this video was helpful and provided you some helpful tips about what to do with Google My Business and how to embed the code on your website. Thanks for watching, guys.